Police said that a young boy was critically injured while Chicago in 6,000 blocks of South Elizabeth Street, Chicago. Chicago shoots this workers' festival at the weekend and 33 people were injured. Chicago police said that a young boy was critically injured when he was taken on a south side on Sunday evening. Police said that the fire occurred in 6,000 blocks of South Elizabeth Street immediately after 1900. Police said it was near the sidewalk when someone hit him on his head. The victim was transferred to the Comer Children's Hospital in critical state. Nobody is in custody and the region is investigating detectives. Chicago police said that more than an hour ago, a 6-year-old child was shot in a house on the south side. Police said the fire took place on Washington Heights neighborhood 1100 block West 90th Street just before 1730. During meeting, the police were in a house during meeting and noticed that he was shot in his thigh. Police said a family member carried victim to 87th Street Güney Aberdeen Street area and that emergency medical service interventions were introduced to them. Child was carrying child in good condition. Police. Saturday evening in the neighborhood of South Austin during a fire. 3 men were critically shot. He said. Police. At 2330 West Madison Street 5100 blocks occurred. He said. A 47-year-old sacrifice was shot many times and was transferred to a hospital in critical state. Polis was reported to be a good condition. Of the other 2 men in his 20s and were good condition. Nobody was detained while the police continued the investigation. Police. Fire Garfield Park neighborhood West Madison Street 3800 block at 1630. He said. When the police hit a 30-year-old man, he said he was just defined as a man. Another man was shot and killed in Englewood shortly after an hour. According to Chicago police, at 1500, 20-year-old man lay on sidewalk with a fiery wound on his chest in 1100 blocks of West 58th Street. Police said he was taken to Chicago University Medical Center. The detectives questioned person who was interested after a woman was found dead on Saturday morning. Further details were not released, but the police said it was an investigation and said that an interview with a person autopsy was planned on Sunday. A man was shot deadly in the neighborhood of Armour Square on Friday night. The man, who was estimated to be between the ages of 19 and 24, was outside at 1815. The 3800 blocks of South Wentworth Bulvarı, where 3 male suspects opened fire. The police were injured on the side and said he was dead. Shortly after a football match at Woodlawn Neighborhood Institute late on Friday, 2 young people were shot near Carmel High School. The attack was reported at 2215 East 64. A 5-year-old child with a firearm injury on stomach of the 64th Street. According to Chicago police, found a 16-year-old daughter. Nobody was detained on Saturday morning.